Coach, you guys had some trouble scoring the past 2 games, only 4 in each of them. You guys ended up putting 19 on the scoreboard. What was working tonight?
I think we sort of found some rhythm. Tried to tweak a couple things from our last outing, give the guys a little more space, slow them down a little bit too, because as you saw from the last time we were on this field, turnovers have been an issue for us when we play fast. Right, so we've just kind of slowed down, took the opportunities that we wanted, we're more selective. And I mean, even through the first half, we had 6 goals, which is solid, but the first half they really sort of came together and put up 13 in that second half. So chemistry and execution. They started to trust each other, shared the ball. Goals were coming. I mean, in that 9 out of our first 10 goals were scored by guys, not Dylan Klaseritz, well, Dylan had 1, but not Dylan, not Josh, not our attackman, J.R. Howell, a freshman, John Bennett scoring a couple goals, and Nick Weber, right? So some unlikely heroes who kind of got their defense loose, and then in the second half, kind of the dam kind of broke.
You mentioned all those guys who are the main goal scorers. What do you think it does for your team's confidence when those guys are getting on the board?
When those guys are feeling their matchup and they're putting the ball in the back of the net, everybody relaxes. I think, especially your big-time players, realize they've got some help, right? And they don't need to press as much. And so a lot of it, Dylan, who's led us all year, waited and got more and more patient as the game went on, and then got a great opportunity, in the second half. So they stopped, they kind of relax and let the game come to them when they can trust, hey, the game isn't on my shoulders, It's not just up to me to win my matchup. Other guys are winning their matchups as well.
You hit a little bit of a defensive lull in the third. I think you gave up 4 in a row. How'd you guys withstand that storm and somehow get back on track and score?
Well, a lot of that storm, you talked to me before the game, and I told you one of the keys was stopping transition, and that storm came out of face-off transition and offense to defense transition. And number 2, Laurent Hitton's a fantastic player, and he dodged multiple of our guys at the same time to get to the goal. So some of it was we were relaxing a little bit because we were playing well on the offensive end, so they had needed to button up. But a lot of it was just don't give them transition opportunities. Because that guy can go through 2 or 3 of you and get his own shot. He's a great player.
So Blake Turner did a great job in the face-off circle. I saw you actually on the sidelines. You were just talking to him. How huge was he for you guys tonight?
I just told him I was proud of him. He had a solid game against this guy last year, and against similar opponents, this guy Thielen had been having a good season. So Blake knew he was going to have to be big, and he exceeded expectations. And as far as face-off matchups go, it was fairly chippy. There was some kind of physical nature to their matchup with the way this guy plays. There's some pushing and shoving. There were some, ground balls and some altercations there. But he kept his head up. He played with good sportsmanship. He didn't, violate, and he got to the draw. He got to the ball more than their guy, and that helps enormously in helping your team feel like even when they give up a run like that, they're going to get their chances. So
Thanks.
Blake was huge.
Thanks for the time, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, guys.